Okay. This is for all you content creators out there that continue to make a mockery of my girl Juju Watkins from USC. Do you or do you not watch the game and watch the skill set of a young Judea Skies Watkins? Do you or do you not know who this 19-year-old sophomore sensation is? Because I don't think you do. And I'm going to start calling out people's names that I'm going into their comments, making comments about. Some of you are real, cool. You doing constructive criticism. You're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing of where her efficiency level needed to improve. Uh, Certain things that in the beginning of the season um, weren't what you were traditionally hoping for. But my thing is this: do you not understand that at 19 years old, she has one returning starter, Rhea Marshall. She had 7 incoming freshmen, 3 of which were 5-star McDonald All-Americans, 1 Gatorade National Player of the Year of California, Kennedy Smith, who's out right now. Which, do you understand rhythm? Do you understand how chemistry has to be built? Do you understand Rome was not built in a day? Do you understand the talent that is within this young woman, Juju Watkins? Do you know that if she wanted to have started off the season and go out there and just score and shoot at will until her shot started to fall, ignore her teammates, don't pass to her teammates, don't block, don't steal, don't pass no assist? Do you not understand the game of basketball? Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset because the comments of some lame people working day and night to build an antagonist or protagonist with her and Caitlin Clark is really unnecessary, and it's unnecessary for several reasons. Now, I want to show my screen here, and this is on my page, so I think I can do that. The Glorious Queen scored 40 points last night. It's nothing unusual. It's not like she hasn't done this before. It's not like she hasn't. It's not like she hasn't done this type of thing before. But the crazy thing about it is, some of you that call yourself basketball fans, what are you on this game? She had blocks, she had steals, she had assists. Oh, but Julie, it's an inferior team. Juju, it's an inferior team. It's Cal Baptist. I don't care who it was. You still have to go out and you still have to perform. You still have to understand the season is young. The season is just beginning. We're 8 games in. Every team across this nation is playing inferior teams. She started off playing with against a ranked team in Paris with a new group and had 27-10. But no, you want to see threes. You want to act like Juju Watkins doesn't know how to make 3 pointers. Are you nuts? Are you freaking nuts? Stop all the cap right now. Stop all the criticism and the critic. She's chasing clicks. She is playing the game she loves. She can't help it that she scored 30 points in 16 games. That she got there faster than your beloved Caitlin Clark. She can't help it that she's the only player last year to score 51 points. She can't help it that she got to 1,000 points faster than your beloved. She can't help it that she's now at 1,050, I think, maybe more, and has reached certain markers before your beloved. But you know what's great? Let's talk about the things that she can do right, which at 6'2" guard, she can post up, she can rebound, she blocks shots, she's got an excellent mid range. Just say she's an elite all around player that has room, like every one of them, to improve. So you think Lindsey Gottlieb and the USC Trojans haven't heard this criticism that you guys got out there while they're trying to sit here and get their chemistry together? Kiki Arioff and TiVo come from a totally different system than Lindsey Gottlieb's system. For one, it's a whole lot more rigid at Stanford. They do a lot. I think Kiki's overthinking a lot of things. Where we like to play free flowing game. We have an NBA pro style ball. Last year, because she was a freshman, they did a lot of ISO on her. They did a lot of ISO on her until they can figure out the chemistry and how things will flow, and her starting and learning a whole new system. Matter of fact, the Ivies were new to the USC Trojans. So they had to learn Gottlieb's system. And it got them to the Elite Eight. First time in 30 years, a freshman who was second in the nation in scoring. You don't think that she's going to get back to being second in the nation as she is right now at 25? You see how quickly she got there? She was just averaging 21.5 last week. Now she's averaging 25. I'm coming on here fussing because I would have thought you guys would have had a lot more intelligent, you content creators out there that I'm speaking to. I would have thought you had a lot more common sense to see what's you were ready to crown Hannah better than Juju Watkins. Stop the cap. They were running off of emotion. They do not have a bench. And my criticism while I was at the game for Coach G, and with all due respect, you should have pressed. They don't have a bench. You should have pulled Kiki out, had a little conversation with her because she was a little bit jittered or whatever was going on. She wasn't herself. She wasn't playing well. She should have been taking that freshman. Her and Ray should have been taking Koval to the bank and cashing in on her. No, Sonia Citron did not lock Juju down. I got a photo of Juju crossing half court with Citron on one side, Hannah on another, and Olivia closing in. It takes 2 to 3 people to stop Juju Watkins. Do you or do you not see that? Do you or do you not see the double and triple teams, people? Please tell me that you see this. Let her go. Let another team not scheme and have to put a double on her or a triple on her and see what she scores. They tried to put a zone out there last night with Cal Baptist, and you saw she torches that. They have one man on her. She torches you. If you do not understand, no one in the nation is being guarded like this, and she has to split, step through, euro step, dish off, score, get fouled constantly. That's all they can do. That's how you stop her. Is you're fouling her. You're beating her up. She's had two bloody noses. You have to beat her up to stop her. So if shooting threes is what you guys want to see to be entertained, if that's what we come down to in basketball, then so be it, Jew. Go for it. Shoot your threes. You're a shooting guard. You actually can do that. You actually don't even have to. You don't even have to really slash if you don't want to, because this is what the people want to see you do. They want to see you shoot stupid 3-pointers instead of the step through Euro ball that you do. Since scoring is so important to you people, she's going to average 27 to 30 points a game by you know when it's all said and done. But with the freshman who I love, Kennedy Smith on the court, who was averaging at least 13 points, that ball, in order for her to get those points, Juju probably had to sacrifice hers for a little while, which was fine until she found a shot. And do you all know that Juju had a broken finger this summer? Do you talk about that? Do you talk about that might have affected her shot just a little bit? Did you talk about she has a freshman guard? Tebow is not a point guard. She's more of a wing combo. So in order for these guards, new freshman guards, to be able to get the ball, and she likes to move in transition. She likes to have it a little bit sooner to create whatever that might be, a pass to an open Kiki Ariafen underneath Araya, or swing it across court to Avery Howe, whatever that might be. Until they figured out, like, you're holding the ball too long, you're dribbling too much. You just need to push the ball up. We like to move in transition. Till they understand, where to set the pick, how to set the pick, as he mentioned. Juju doesn't usually use screens. I think she needs to use them a little bit more, or just dance around that screen. But where that screen needs to be, there's a lot of things that are being figured out. There's no rush. There's no rush. And this imaginary thing about her chasing this and chasing that. No, the upside of her, if you want to compare, since you talked about it, since you want to compare her and Hannah Hidalgo, Hannah, thank God, just grew since high school. But if I'm going to choose a franchise player between Hannah and Juju, I'm going to choose Juju Watkins at 6'2", whose body's type will translate in strength and toughness and skill set, is going to translate better in the W. If you thought for a second that Juju lost a step and that she's the hype is over hyped, you've lost your cotton picking mind. What planet have you been on? She has been nothing but a champion her whole life. She was featured in Sports Illustrated as a 13-year-old. She played in the Slam Hoop Classic in New York as a 13-year-old. She played on 2 USA gold medal winning teams. Do you not know who Juju Watkins is? I'm not going to settle for this anymore. And I'm going to start calling you content creators out with this BS, what you're saying about her. And Jason Whitlock. See, I didn't want to say no names. You people, nobody is concerned. Leave Caitlin where Caitlin is. Talk about her records, but ain't nobody trying to be like her. Ain't nobody trying to chase her. But if you really want me to get on this microphone, because I got time today, and I'm going to have time, continued time. When the Big Ten come, your little records that that you're salivating over and thinking are going to stay for 40 years is not going to stay. Do you know that Juju Watkins was a freshman, broke the freshman scoring record of Tina Hutchinson by scoring 920 points? The next closest person to her as a freshman is not Paige Beckers. It is not Caitlin Clark. It was Kennedy Carter with 800. Caitlin Clark scored 799 points, not 920. Celebrate and move on. If you want to make comparison, be positive about it. But don't try to tear one down to make the other better, look different, because you look foolish comparing an 18-year-old, 19-year-old to a 22-year-old, 23-year-old woman. You look foolish. Now let's get it straight. Let's celebrate, move on, and enjoy what you're looking at, because you're looking at a generational talent. And she's not done yet. This is only her sophomore year, bros and ladies. What are you doing? Report the information that you have to say without tearing someone down and trying to act like somebody is chasing. And if she is chasing the record, records are made to be broken. That's what grows the game. That's what makes the game better. She's being compared to Maya Moore. She's being compared to Carmelo Anthony. Sometimes I see a lot of Kobe in her. I think she's an all-around player like LeBron sometimes. It's like, you want to see these logo shots? You want to see these three-pointers? In due time. But we're not going to sacrifice chemistry. We're not going to sacrifice efficiency to do that. Someone on a content creator was like, well, the Caitlin got the see me, the raise the ready to the crowd. Do you know, as African American culture, Black people, we created that kind of culture, talking trash, hoop style, New York style, Rutgers Park kind of ball playing, not Caitlin Clark. And this thing you talking about is John Cena, is Tony Yayo, the rapper. Get it straight. If you're going to report something, report it right. We are the cultures. Stop being culture vultures and thinking that you're in, that, well, no one comes to the game. There's no attendance. Have you been to LA? Do you understand what goes on in LA? She has to compete with Shahani, LeBron, UCLA, USC, football, men's sports. We got several colleges in LA. We got entertainment. We got Hollywood. We got things to do. We got traffic. Not making any excuses, because people going to come out, and we got to do a better job of supporting this queen. But also, it's early in the season. When I used to, not only did I play ball, but whenever I would go to games, it took me into season to go. I didn't necessarily go to non-conference games, because you would see blowouts, or you might get a chance to see a 40-point game or what have you. But don't come with this made up narrative, because all you're going to do is, if she happens to hear it, or people are talking about it around her, all she's going to do is make you look foolish about the things that you're saying. We know that team needs to improve on 3-point shooting. I miss Kennedy Smith. I want Kennedy Smith back so badly. I wish we would have never lost to Notre Dame, because you filled Notre Dame's head up so much. You had them being number 2. You thought that they were going to go in and storm Connecticut. And they dropped to a 18th ranked team and an unranked team back to back, because you're so quick to look for, I don't know what you guys got against Juju Watkins. I have no idea. This woman has got a State Farm commercial, second college player to do that. She had a Nike contract in high school and extended it for multi-level contract. Extended it. We'll be getting her shoe deal. Like, I don't even come on here and brag about, her clutch. I don't even brag about half the NIL deals that she has since high school and more. I don't even like try to even do that. I'm just interested in basketball. I'm just interested in you seeing a greatness along with all of the other players across the country. But y'all need to stop that. You need to, but the more next time I hear it, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out on my platform and telling you about yourselves. And Juju's going to turn around and she's going to make you eat your words talking about nobody came to Palm Springs. Man, there were men out there. There were men's games and women's games in Palm Springs. You don't know nothing about Los Angeles. Los Angeles is only 1 or 2 hours away. On a good day, on Thanksgiving Day, it could take you 5 hours to get there. Some people said it even took them 7. So please, stay in your lane and talk about your little slow Midwest town that has no sports team, no professional teams, nothing else to do but to come into some college women's gym and root on this person who's got the green light like no others person to shoot these things. But you know what? That's on Lindsey Gottlieb. Let Juju loose. Let Juju be free. Let her be free, team. Get behind her. Get with her. Elevate your game. Elevate your game. Get with her because we believe in you. I believe in you, Kiki Arioff, I believe in you, Tebow. I believe in you, Kaylee Heckle. I believe in you, Avery Howe. I believe in you, Rhea Marshall. I believe in you, Ryan Forstier. I want to see you more on the court. I met you, Brooklyn Shambles, after the Notre Dame game. You told me you went to Oak Christian. I believe in you, Viv Akawako, Clarice Akawafo. I believe in you, Ashley Aaliyah Gales. I see you, Malia Samuels, Pitbull. I see you. Get in there. And come back soon, Kennedy Smith, Coach Lindsey, and your crew, your assistants. I need you to scout. I need you to prepare. And there was no reason for us to lose against Notre Dame. But it happened. It's okay. I don't know what the circumstances were. It's no reason for you ladies to be nervous. You have what it takes. Right now, things are wide open to get to this Final Four. I don't see the only team I really see this playing fundamentally solid ball that I think will be towards the uh, undefeated until conference begins is UCLA. But you better hope that they didn't peak too soon. And I know that gym is going to be packed in Poly and the Galen Center when USC and UCLA play together. And ladies from USC, don't dare not go toe to toe like you did last year against UCLA. Don't you dare. I don't care. You're going to be more. You're going to be in your second semester of your freshman season. I don't care. Do not be nervous. Do not be anxious. Just have fun. Play your game. Do your thing. And let Juju cook. Let Kiki cook. Let Rhea cook. TiVo, do your thing. You already know what you did to him last year when you hit that top of the key 3-pointer for the win. But whoever's got the hot end, stay with it. Don't try to play. Don't try to go away from. Don't try to go away from Juju. Stay with it. When she's hot, she's hot. Stay with her. That's all I wanted to say. But like I said before, if I continue to see this slandering and this BS that you guys got going on these content creators, I'm coming in your comments. I'm gonna call you out. And if you want to come on my show and you want to have a panel, we can. Because some of the stuff you're saying, I saw this one guy last night right after the game. The lack of it factor. They're like, ain't nobody. Entertainment comes. It depends on what you're looking for. But saying Juju used to say, too small and too small. She used to do all that stuff in high school. That's kiddie stuff. Play the damn game. You wanted to wrap it around her back, tween her legs, behind the back, no look pass. You don't think she could do that? Come on now. Come on now. Be for real. So, like I said, if this is your first time being introduced to my channel, it's called Everybody Loves Juju 1-2. I'm on all streaming platforms. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification, hit the like button. I also co-host on Sets Talk Sports every morning at 6 a.m. West Coast time, recapping, previewing, talking about the trendy things that are going on in women's college hoops. And on a Wednesday night timeout, we talk about South Carolina and USC and a mix of a host of other teams that are relevant. But what I'm saying to you guys is stop the hatred. Stop creating a false narrative and watch the games and not just the highlights, even though the highlights are kind of cool too. But watch the woman cook and play because you got 3 years of this. You got 3 years of this. And if this is what she's doing now, common sense would tell you just from history that she's only going to get better. So be prepared to be sick of her. Be prepared. And that's all I have to say. Have a great day. Happy hump day. Talk to you soon. I'm out. Fight on.